What's up everyone, welcome back to the Detective Store channel. This is Daniel, here to welcome you after a short break. In today's episode we'll take an in-depth look at the legendary PVS-14C and try to answer the question, why is this night vision device considered the world's most versatile analog night vision device? You are cordially invited to the test. This iconic model is developed by GSCI based in Toronto, Canada. This manufacturer has more than 3 decades of experience in the optoelectronic industry, and this device is their flagship. And the PVS-14C raises the bar when it comes to tactical analog monoculars. It's hard to find a night vision device with so many features in such a small housing. Its versatile nature allows it to be used as a handheld observation monocular with the possibility of installing additional external lenses. On the other hand, you can mount this device directly on your head and use a hands-free in the form of a head-mounted observation monocular, or even in the form of goggles. You can create a set of analog goggles from 2 PVS units. The PVS can be easily transformed into a night vision sight or a clip-on overlay. This is possible with the zero lens adapter made by the American company Black Optics, often packaged with an optical magnifier with 3 times zoom. The field of view for the PVS-14C is 40 degrees, and for most cases this is sufficient. On the other hand, GSCI also made sure to release a model with a wider field of view. This model is called the PVS-1451, and the number 51 in the name stands for a 51 degree field of view. What's important, according to the manufacturer, this feature allows for as much as 71% better coverage compared to standard units. This parameter therefore guarantees high situational performance, efficiency, situational awareness, and above all, much better ergonomics of work in field conditions, which is incredibly important especially for uniformed services, for people who work, for example, in dark rooms or other places. Some of you may remember that the 51 model has already been reviewed on the channel, and you should check it out. The link to the video is in the upper right corner right now. Should be interesting. This was one of the first videos on the channel. As you probably know, in analog night vision, the heart of any night vision device is of course the image sensor used. In the case of the Canadian manufacturer from Toronto, we have more than a dozen versions to choose from. At first glance, you may be slightly confused when it comes to what a specific version really is, and you know that when investing such a large amount of money, that is, thousands of pounds, you need to be aware of what you're buying, simply to make an informed decision. First of all, you choose between generations, that is either 2 plus or 3, the quality of the performance factor, that is the so-called parameter referred to as FOM, the color of the image, either the default night vision greenish image or shades of grey, simply onyx using white phosphor, and this image in shades of grey will usually be more expensive by several €100, and auto-gating, that is one of the most important functionalities of analog night vision from this professional shelf. What's auto-gating, you ask? It's smooth and very fast adjustment of light intensity to given lighting conditions. And then we have the last function, which is manual gain control, or automatic gain control, or simply gain control. Of course, as befits equipment of this level, the device has automatic power-up functionality when in contact with light that's too strong. The PVS-14 is equipped with high-quality tubes of generation 2 plus and 3. Some of the third generation tubes are actually kind of bordering on generation 3 plus. Some imperfections in the generated image in the form of small spots or dots, for example, are allowed by manufacturers of commercial image intensifier tubes. It's worth keeping in mind that not every defect is immediately a defect that will cause the transmitter to burn out or be destroyed in some extended period of time. Interestingly, studies have shown that night scenes appear much more natural in black and white, even more so in comparison with the classic, rather aggressive night vision green. The white phosphor also provides much clearer shape and shadow information in the environment. The design of the device itself is incredibly simple. It's a small piece of equipment made of good components like the following. On both sides there are 2 threads, the classic 1/4-20 tripod thread for installation of various dedicated adapters and optional accessories. On the front of the device we have a rubber cap to protect the lens. On the eyepiece side we have a removable eye cap. Also included is a second, slightly longer light sensor. This is extremely important for analysis of outdoor lighting conditions, and we have 2 knobs. One of these knobs is available as an option, if the user decides to control the gain manually. The other is a mil-spec knob, which is for turning the night vision device on and off, as well as turning on the IR illuminator. An individual serial number is engraved on each PVS unit from the GSCI staple. The Canadian manufacturer has made sure that each PVS-14 unit is filled with nitrogen, precisely to prevent moisture ingress or damage to the amplifier. The PVS-14 itself is also exportable. This device is not restricted by ITAR legislation, the US International Traffic in Arms regulations. This is extremely important, especially for all users who simply want to import night vision equipment from overseas, in particular clip-on sights and overlays. Why is it not restricted? Because first of all, we are talking about a Canadian company, and secondly, the equipment does not contain any components, technology or technical data from the US. Hence, the export, re-export or retransfer of this product is not subject to the approval of the US State Department or, for example, the Directorate of Defense Trade Controls. This small detail makes it simply an extremely easy way to bring a great quality night vision device dedicated typically to weapons to Europe. The product was manufactured in Canada, of course, so the device is subject to the export licensing process under the Canadian government's Controlled Goods Program. Also, this product will definitely need to be declared for export. From the end user's point of view, this doesn't matter much. Ordering this equipment from our company at Detective Store is a matter of 3 weeks most of the time. Included with the night vision device you will find a fog shield, protective window, daylight filter, AA battery extender, neck strap, soft case and carrying case. This case is a Canadian design from Nanook. The model that just happens to be added to the PVS-14 is the 904, a very well designed transport case, of course fully adapted to the various elements of the kit. As proven by its IP67 protection rating, the device is able to work well in extreme temperatures. We are talking about operating temperatures from -40 to as much as +50 degrees. On board the night vision device is a built-in short-range illuminator. Keep in mind that if you would like to make effective observations, you will need an external, medium or long-range illuminator. If such an external illuminator is used with this device, well, in the case of larger lenses than the default one-time zoom lens, we can talk about effective observation at the level of several hundred meters. The range of adjustment of the diopters themselves is from -6 to +4. The most important accessory that is not included in the kit, but you will most likely need, is the JR mounting adapter, which is a connector between the night vision monocular and the head or helmet mount of your choice. The mount itself is made of hard anodized aluminum and allows you to neatly, precisely adjust the swivel and angle to ensure the best fit for your equipment. If you'd like to use the PVS night vision device hands-free, you will need a head mount. The manufacturer offers a dedicated mount called PHG7. For helmets, you need dedicated mounts for different profiles. Here, the main player is the low-profile folding mount HM714 LPSR that is an advanced hands-free solution. If, on the other hand, you'd like to use the night vision device in the form of a sight or an overlay, then the zero-lens gun mount adapter will be necessary. This is an American patent by a US company, and it is this adapter that allows you to mount a PVS in front of a daylight spotting scope. It is a non-electronic compact device that allows you to turn a monocular into a sight or an overlay. Mounting in front allows the shooter to maintain the same position, muscle memory and eye relief. Conversely, if you'd like to upgrade your night vision scope on the night vision plane, then there are dedicated 2 external afocal type lenses with a 3x and 5x zoom. Both of these lenses are made of high quality multi-coated glass and attach in a matter of seconds to your existing lens using a very quick mount. The PVS-14 is an extremely powerful night vision device. As far as the power is concerned, we have 2 options, a single AA type battery or a single CR123 battery. Both are included in the kit. A single power supply lasts for up to 40 hours. The operator is free to choose the battery type they want to use. This is great because CR123 cells are still not so accessible and they can be quite expensive. Here, with the help of a special switch and a special dedicated battery inlet, the operator can make a conscious choice whether it should be a CR123 or an AA type battery. The reinforced design of the night vision device features an IP67 protection rating, which includes both the fog shield and the protective lens. This is very important to prevent fogging or scratching of the lens, which is incredibly expensive. If you're still here, let's do a quick summary. The legendary PVS-14 from GSCI is a near-perfect design and an excellent choice for conducting any tactical operations in limited visibility conditions in the field. It is ideal primarily for uniformed services, for the military, for police and border guards due to the quality of the components used, as well as for amateurs who simply want to invest in something high-end. Also hunters, ASG hobbyists and for example private security agencies. If I were to recommend to you any one of those dozen versions of this night vision device, I would focus on the GA3AG option, which is the third generation performance factor above 1800 greenish image with auto gating option. I hope you found this episode interesting, and I invite you to check out our store page, detectivestore.com, where you can find all current models from GSCI along with a great range of accessories. Thanks a lot for watching. Stay tuned and we'll see you in future episodes. Bye!